Welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you along on an adventure. We're out harvesting elderberries again, and I come across a wonderful medicinal that we're going to talk a little bit more after I harvest it once I get back home. I have been blessed to find some wild growing passion flowers. Now it is a Tennessee native and native to America as well. And let me get this camera turned around and show you what it looks like. Here is the beautiful Passionflower Vine, and it's a wild one. You can see the leaves. They kind of remind you a little bit of a sassafras leaf. And you want to use the leaves, the flowers, and you can use the whole vine basically. You want to come up and look at there. That is called a maypop. Also the fruiting or the fruit of the passion flower. So I will be saving that one for seed. And I'm going to keep pulling, following it back. And it broke, but there's more. Because this is an extremely wonderful medicinal plant. Now, of course, once I get back home to make the tincture and get it cleaned up real good, and I'm blessed, hold on a minute, with another, several maypops on this one. Oh, my daddy used to love passion flower fruit, and he would search for it. So, let's see how many more I can find. This is a day of blessings. Because you want to try to get as much of the vine and leaves and flowers as possible. Alright, I'm going to leave that bit because I got a really good amount. Have a good amount. Yes, the leaves look bad, but as long as they're not brown, they're still good to use. Alright, I will bring you back if I find some more. Okay, this is take 2 on this video. The first part of this video, the passion flower that I harvested, I had to go on and tincture that up real fast because it really started wilting, because that was several months ago that I made the beginning of this video. And we were in like the 100-degree area, so they wilted really fast, so I had to get them took care of. So I have my own passion flower growing here. It looks a little rough, but it's because I just got through weeding a lot of crap back behind it. I've got to get caught back up on my herb garden and get these invasive weeds out of here and kill all these privet hedges that I'm sick of. But with that being said, let me bring you closer so you can see the passion flower. Beautiful plant. Love to grow it. They're easy to grow. They need to be up on a good sturdy trellis. You can see the leaves. These are going to have to be washed because we are dusty and dry. 3 leaves. It hasn't flowered yet, but what I need to do is I need to dig her up later on, and I'm going to put her in a sunnier spot because she doesn't get sun until afternoon, and well, she needs a little more sun than that. They love full sun. They grow better. excuse me, their leaves are going to get bigger, and this is a wonderful medicinal plant that everybody should have growing in their herb garden. But like I said, she needs full sun. So what I'm going to do is find where these vines go back to. They're taking over my wind chimes. So I'm just going to snip her back here and there. And we're definitely going to make a tincture with her today. I have one from the wild one that I found. And don't worry, she's going to bind back out as well. It's been nice and cool. And it's getting about time. Before long, I know we'll be having frost. This one at the moment doesn't have flowers on her, but that's fine. You can still make the medicine with the leaves and the stems. Flowers is just a bonus that makes the tincture a little tint of purple. But I have her growing up here. I got that horrid pepperberry growing all around, which that's got to go. This winter, it's going to be a very busy time for me of reclaiming and getting rid of a lot of crap. Privets especially. Alright, she's manageable now. I have quite a few growing other places through here, but I have enough for a good big bottle of tincture. I'm going to clean her up, get her washed up, and I will bring you back here in a little bit, and we'll talk more about the medicinal benefits. Very big medicinal benefits from this amazing, wonderful, beautiful plant. And I will see you back here after a while. Okay, I have washed the passion flower, got the dust off of it, and when I say wash, I mean in water only. Do not use any soap, any chemicals, because chemicals is what you're trying to avoid. Now, I will say in advance, we are getting winds from the hurricane fixing to land, so wind chimes are going to be singing, y'all. Out of my control. Alright, let's move the camera down. Let me pause it. Okay, making a tincture is simple and easy, as long as you have a person that is good at teaching you how to make them. And above all else, you listen and pay attention. I have been getting a lot of questions that if you just listen to the video, you will know the answer and or read the description box below every video. There is a lot of more medicinal information in the description below. And I never give dosage amounts until I strain the tincture and do the straining video, because there's no need in giving dosing amounts right now, because guess what? You can't take it until 8 weeks is over with. So it's kind of, the point is mute to give dosing information. Alright, now with that being said, making tinctures is simple. All you need is the plant material, and what we're using today is passionflower vine, the vines and the leaves. Now if you have passion flowers that have the flowers on them, use them as well. Don't use maypop, the passionflower fruit, but do use the flowers. I just don't happen to have any. Does that stop me from being able to make the tincture? No, it don't. Because the medicine is in the leaves, the flower as well, and the stem. It's good if you don't have the flowers. It's fine. You need a jar, a good jar. I make big amounts because I sell my products. So I'm using a half-a-gallon jar. You can make it into a quart jar. It's going to be interesting in a pint jar, but quart or bigger is fine. Now, if you wanted to and you have the alcohol, you can make it in gallon jars. That's fine as well. And green plant material. Fairly juicy plant material. Always 100 proof vodka. Not Everclear. Everclear is bad for you. Anything above 100 proof starts causing medical problems. It damages your liver, it damages your stomach, and why make medicine to heal you when you use something that's going to slowly kill you? With that being said, now, I did wash the plant material in water. Don't need anything else, just good water, and make sure it's clean. Now, one thing you will need to do is check your tendrils. Yes, you can use the tendrils as well, but these little babies grab on and hold on to stuff. I had to take a lot of the dry vine from last year. It had gripped onto that. Just check for weeds and everything. Excuse me. Discard yellowing leaves. Discard dead leaves. And now what I'm going to do, because I want to get small surfaces, I'm going to cut everything up as best as I can into small pieces. And that way the alcohol doesn't have to work as hard. And when it's cut smaller, you can get more into the jar. And these winds are picking up pretty good. By tonight, it'll be interesting. Keeping everybody in my prayers, because this is going to be a bad storm, a very bad storm. But let's talk about medicinal benefits of Passionflower Vine. It's absolutely amazing. Just some of the medicinal benefits of this amazing plant is it works wonders for those who have anxiety, bad anxiety, hysteria. It works for that as well. It's amazing for sleep problems. If you have problems sleeping, this will definitely help you. It also works. It is a sedative as well as a muscle relaxer. So just know that it helps you sleep. So be careful when you take it, because you do not want to be operating heavy machinery or vehicles while taking Passionflower Vine. Excuse me. It also helps with heart rhythm problems or issues. It will help straighten that problem up. It's really good for those who are having problems with menopause symptoms. The hot flashes, the night sweats, the not being able to sleep. It will help you with that, definitely. And another bonus, it also helps with ADHD. So if you have ADHD, Passionflower Tincture is your friend. Now, passionflower is a native plant to North America, Central America, and South America. This is its homeland. The way it got to Europe and Asia is when the Spaniards come over, maiming and killing and destroying. They took it back to Europe, and it was massively cultivated and grown and become a huge medicinal crop over in Europe. It was mainly used by Native Americans and the natives of Central and South America as a sedative. It helped with sleep. Now there's so much more you can learn about this amazing plant as long as you do your own research. It is said to also help with pain as well. But I do know it's mainly used as a sedative and for anxiety and sleep problems. That's the main one. Now, I'm not going to pack it in. I'm going to leave it loose. If I was to pack this down, it would fill the jar very well by half. But the more you put into your jar past the halfway mark, the less tincture you will make. So, a good half-packed jar, or a hair over a half, is perfectly plenty. Like I said, waste not, want not. And yes, I will get as much as I possibly can into that jar. Alright, now we have our Passionflower Vine and leaves. Now I've already opened my alcohol and got that plastic pour thing out, which can be more of a hindrance at times. Now, I'm going to scoot this over and finish filling it up because I have a little bit of spare right here. Oh, I can't reach it. Hold on a minute. Okay, I forgot to cut the camera back on. I had to move some things. But as you notice, I have my alcohol level almost to the rim of the jar. There's a reason behind this. Everybody asks me why can't I fill it up? The less oxygen you have in this jar, the better off. Let's get this lid on here so I can move the jar without spilling any. The less oxygen you have in this jar, the better off it is. And you want to agitate it lightly. Make sure there's no air bubbles. You don't want no air bubbles in your plant material. And of course that's going to go down some. And it did just a hair. Hold a minute, let me pause the camera. Sorry about that. They were getting off the school bus and sounded like a fight broke out because, you know, people can't be civil, especially children anymore. Alright, with that being said, definitely agitate it gently. Make sure that there's no air bubbles at all. And if your alcohol level goes down too much, just add more to get it to the rim. Less oxygen you have in that jar, the better it is. Now, of course, take your trusty Sharpie marker, and we're going to put Passionflower, Tincture, and you want to date it the day you make it. 9/28/22. Now, with that being done, this needs to be put in a cool, dark area. Agitate it every couple of days, gently. You don't have to just be crazed about it, gently. Make sure you agitate it. After a while, your alcohol level might go down. Just add some more alcohol. Keep your jar full. At the 8-week mark, not sooner, your tincture is done. If it has to go over 8 weeks, everything is going to be perfectly fine. If you have to wait 12 months before you can strain it, guess what? It's still going to be perfectly fine. 100 proof vodka, it's pickled. It's not going to go bad unless you store it in the sunlight or you let too much air in the top, which can allow for mold to happen. But at 8 weeks, not sooner, your tincture is done. Now, at the 8-week, or knowing me a little longer, I will bring you back for the straining of the tincture, and then we will talk about dosage amounts then. Simple, easy, you can make your own tinctures. You can heal thyself and keep Big Pharma out of your lives. Anytime you can do that is a bonus. But as you can tell, it's not hard to make your own tinctures. It's not hard to stock up your medicine cabinet, because believe me folks, you're going to need it for what's coming down the pike. Simple, easy, 2 ingredients: Passionflower Vine and 100 proof vodka, and you got it. Now, if you did not want to make tincture, you can dry it and make a tea out of the vines. That will be a video coming up later on. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that it encourages you also to make your own tinctures, to heal thy own self, to grow plants that are simple and easy to grow. Just make sure they're in sunlight and they have a good sturdy trellis to grow up on. Now when they're in full sunlight like they're supposed to, the vines will look like the vines in the original beginning of this video, and mine are partially more shaded, a little more than they need be, but it doesn't mean there's something wrong with them. It just makes the leaves smaller, and they're still usable, everyone. Simple, easy, homemade, and you take control of your own lives. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section below. I will answer them as soon as I can. Also, do your own research. Find out what medicines you need to heal yourself. not to make yourself just feel a little bit better, but to actually heal your own self. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Continue to stay positive. Continue to stock your pantry as much as you possibly can with food that will nourish you, not junk food. And everyone in the pathway of iron, know that you are in my heart and in my prayers. May mercy be shown upon you, and may you each be protected. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. May you each be blessed. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you soon.